What's up, guys? Sand7 here, and well, the update's now. It's happening right now, and I can't sit still, so I figured I'd just go ahead and make a video. And what you're seeing first, this is for my smurf. I've had a lot of requests on, what dungeons to farm at, lower levels, and well, this is for 6 shards at Skull 1, 3rd dungeon. And what I'm doing here is I'm dropping right by the Executioner and Assassin, because the first thing I want to do is take out the 2 people that worry me the most. Now, this raid was a very, very, very sloppy raid. And you can see I'm going to make a mistake with Restoration and lose my Paladin, but it turns out good. It's pretty much an epic ending where Executioner saves the day, and I did not think he was going to get it done. But while this plays out and you can watch some sloppy raiding for 6 shards, let's go ahead and talk about the update, because I want Snowzilla. I want that hero bad. I'm glad I made that gem purchase last night and got that 15% bonus. Otherwise, the only bonus that is out right now is for 100 bucks and 10%. Wasn't going to spend 100, so glad to get that bonus, and I cannot wait to roll because I want Snowzilla. Now, what Snowzilla's going to do is he's going to spit out snowballs that do I believe it's starting off at 75% of his attack. Now, that seems kind of weak, right? But his attack is supposed to be around Ninja's attack, and I wouldn't be surprised if, attacks hits harder than Pumpkin Duke does. Now, that would be cool. So, he's going to spit out those snowballs. I believe it's either 4 or 8 random enemies. We'll have to see when this update comes out. But you can think about that. So, it's kind of like a mini Spirit Mage. And now, you think, okay, well, it's kind of random targets and whatnot, but hey, the thing is, it doesn't overkill like Spirit Mages, so that's going to be cool. It's going to be really, really, really useful on troops, because when you get him up to a decent level, he's going to one-shot every troop that he hits. He's going to be the perfect 5th guy for raiding. Now, the other one, the Atlantic Core, aka, we were calling him Scorpion before, and you can see Thunder God dies here, and oh man, can he do it? Can he do it? There's no way, right? Well, alright, the Atlantic Core, he's the ultimate tank of tanks, reflects 100% of damage, but he's really slow, and he does have just above the Paladin's attack and just below the Paladin's HP. I figured that since he was a tank, he was going to be right there with that. Look at that last hit, just barely get it and get the drop. Yay! And alright, so he is going to be a great tank. I'm really not looking forward to him. His attack speed is 2,000, which means 2 seconds. Most of the heroes are 1 second. Paladin is 1.5 seconds. So, yeah, that's slower than Paladin. We all know how slow a Paladin is when he's swinging away. So, alright, well, next, I've got a few raids for you. And then an arena match, I believe. This is pretty much all I had there, and I can't go record gameplay right now, obviously, because it is updating. And my Ninja, 6 stars, baby. Whee! Yay! It's about time. That little guy took forever. Even though I do have sprinters that usually are out in front of him, still, when he takes damage and he splits off by himself, I don't mind him dying because he has self-destruct, but still, it's he makes him very difficult when leveling. And, well, hello, sir. And the first raid, I don't even remember what it was. There's 2 raids, I believe, and then 1 arena. We'll just have to find out what it is. Oh, no arena turns. Well, that means at least the video's got at least 4 minutes and change left. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some spells ready. And these are the spells that I use raiding. I like to use Guardian Angel and Restoration every time. Now, Ari's Fervor, I've been testing it a lot, as well as Frenzy. I'm looking to see what it's actually doing. Is it affecting these heroes? And it's really hard to get some consistent readings. And TNT Pro, no, we're going to skip it. We're going to skip this one too. I'm just kind of looking at this. Is one that probably would have been a good raid. Very, very, very easy raid with Snowstorm. You just drop it on the heroes, but I guess Snowstorm makes everything easy, right? But could have dropped. Actually, looks like I am going to drop. Okay. That means the next raid is the one that I was remembering. All right, well, just go from here, and I'm just letting my casters go off in this and Spirit Mage hit as much as possible. I dropped Druid first just in case I took aggro from this hero basis, because Druid, that's my tank. That's who I use to tank, because especially in a situation like this, because I'm going to drop GA anyways. That once those heroes are gone, it's over. And as long as Spirit Mage doesn't proc, and she didn't proc, Thunder God's taking care of the middle, and I'm just waiting to drop that Restoration, because Pumpkin Duke's generally out in front for me. You can see Ninja, he's pretty fast, but Pumpkin Duke's the one, and right there, you see Pumpkin Duke procced again. His proc is stacking. It is doubling. I'm getting 50%. Now, that's going to be fixed in this update. That's something they're going to patch. They're going to nerf. You can call it whatever you want, but I believe it was a mistake, and they didn't want it to do that. And that's how SpongeBob was running so fast. I think he was probably running around for plus 110%, because it was set, I believe it was probably about plus 60%. It was plus 60% from Ari's Frenzy, and then, geez, wow, he was Yeah, 130. Wow, that's fast, because I'm pretty sure he has either a 5 of 9 or 6 of 9 skill for Pumpkin Duke, and that is just crazy, right? And looks like we're jumping into chat for a second before the next raid. All right. Chat was slow, which chat has been slow lately, and which has been nice. It's been really hard to keep up. You can see right there, typing on a touchscreen, it's not as fast as a keyboard. And generally, I'm not on BlueStacks because the placement of troops and getting all the heroes in really quickly is difficult on BlueStacks. So I've been playing on the phone mostly. And here we got 2705, and this is going to be, this is one that actually I normally would raid. I don't know why I skipped that one, because it's Omnicopters as troops. They're horrible defending. They are the worst defending troops. I just look at them like Spirit Mage is going to proc over and over again. Yeah, there it is. All right, WD8. And, well, look at that. On the left, Merry Christmas. Oh, how nice. Yeah, if you spell out letters and I see them raiding, I just can't help myself. Every time. I'm going to raid you and I'm going to post it. So yeah, you want to see, you want to rate your base? Go ahead and put some letters out there. Spend some gems. Yeah, I'm sure IGG is loving this in here when they're hearing this. But all right, well from here I'm looking. Okay, I need to kill Pumpkin Duke. I need to take care of Thunder God, because all right, I'm thinking Pumpkin Duke is going to proc on me. So well, let's go ahead and let him proc for that same amount of time that my GA's out. Okay, well, he procs for 8 seconds. All the troops are buffed, but that's okay. My Guardian Angel's out, and I'm going to bring in all the dragons, and I was wiping through this base. I was just like, wow, okay, great placement, and you can see why I'm wiping through that. You see that, guys? Magic Towers. No Magic Towers. This might Magic Towers. I see him, and I'm just drooling. I'm just like, okay, free gold, free mana, loving it. And right there, I'm like, okay, well, I might lose Ninja with Druid, and then, you know, nope. It's all good. 100% walking through this. This is piece of cake. 96%. Just got to go take out a couple buildings, and it's over from there. But I don't get 100%. Oh, no! You see that log? It's like, God, don't you hate that? Still, I mean, I got the 4,300 XP. You know, really good raid. And, it worked out. So, from there, you know, of course, I'm just going to go ahead and replenish that magic and get ready to go on another one. I don't believe I have another raid in this video. I believe the next thing I have is the arena. And yeah, nope, see, out of that. Oh, yeah, that's right, I got a dungeon in here. This was, I was about to log off after this, and every time before I log off, if I have dungeon turns, I go into Dungeon 8 and dump my troops and my heroes. I just go after something and looking for a new line and whatnot. This is a 36 shard drop. Now, when I'm rating this heroes only, I love to drop on the top end, and then it becomes getting lucky because of my Spirit Mage's Magic Missile of 5 of 9. I don't hit their Spirit Mage, and I don't hit their Succubus and Champ as many times as I'd like to. When I'm using troops, I know I can 100% this from here, and Omnicopters, it's a much better choice to have those along with here, but I didn't, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and drop these. Look at that, freezes them right there, just kills them all. You gotta love Thunder God. Oh, I cannot wait to add Snowzilla to this, where he's just pelting out snowballs at everybody, because it's just another troop that does AoE damage. It's not really AoE, I guess, it's just multiple targets, and that's what, I just love it. And, well, I'm going to lose a ton of dragons, but I'm going to go through here, and it pays off because I end up getting the drop for 36 shards. This is a really good dungeon, and I've seen a lot of the guides on the dungeons for mostly odd numbers. It looks like 39, 37, and so I figured I'd just start trying some of the other ones, and once I can get that Magic Missile up to 6 of 9, I'll start doing this one more. Now, again, I drop from the high side. Top of the screen right now where it says end battle, that's generally where I drop, and what I'll do is I do have to use a restoration or a GA depending, and it's when Paladin and Ninja come after me. I usually drop GA, and then my heroes take care of them from there, and usually can do it with 4 heroes because the other heroes generally not an asset, because the less heroes you have using that don't do AoE or not buffing your troops, the better. So 4 heroes right now is what I've been using. Now when Snowzilla comes out, that's the 5th I've been looking for, because, you know, Ninja's a decent 5th. If you need a tank, of course, Paladin, but really, you don't want Paladin, generally speaking, when you're way up here. It's just, you can find something more helpful. Succubus has been a great addition. This is something that I remember a few people mentioning to me, and I've started leveling Succubus, and I do like her because she has a lot of HP. Well, here's the end of the video, and this is pretty much the last thing, and, oh, that's right. I remember who I challenged. It's Poopycock. Yay! Poopycock. What a name, right? Made it all the way to the top 100 with a name like Poopycock. You'll see him in just a second. I'm just going to go ahead and set my defense because I got challenged. Love flipping the lanes. And one thing, if you're in the top 100 and you notice, pay attention to some people that they love to run the wings. They just will not run up the middle, and it gives you a lot of free victories. Here's Poopycock right now, and There's a few people that just don't like to run in the middle. I'm mostly referring to people that run 5 people in a setup, just, like I do right here, just pure DPS, down and wing. People don't like the middle. I won't name the names of who I know because I don't want them to change it. I want to keep taking advantage of it. All right, well, here in this one, I do grab the open lane, so it should be a victory. And I know it's going to be a victory because I've already seen it and already did it, but that's what I look for generally is the open lane. If I know I want to run into someone, then I'm going to swap my team around, get rid of Succubus, throw in Spirit Mage, yes. All right, well, that's it for this one, guys. So until the update comes out, rolling for the new hero. All right, hope you enjoyed. Sand7 out.